Divalution, a show to empower, enlighten, and entertain divas and those that love us. Here's your host, Deb St.Hilaire.
Yep, here I am. So it's really nice and sunny out, and I'm here with Heather. Yay.
Hi, Deb.
From Heather's Restaurant. And she's not only one of our best advertisers, she is also one of our best friends.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And boy, we love eating there.
I do too.
And
although I've been told you're not supposed to eat all your what's the word I'm looking for? Inventory.
Oh, that's okay. You can get more.
Right?
That way you know how good it is.
Yeah. Quality control.
That's exactly right. If you don't taste it, how do you know?
You
That's
have to
absolutely right. And you can't tell by looks. Looks are deceiving. Sometimes things don't look very good, but they're delicious.
Oh, yeah.
That's a funny thing about food.
It is.
It is. So if you want to call in today, I think we're just going to talk about food. Next week is our Father's Day special. So we're just going to talk about food tonight. And if you want to call in, the number is 989-402-5414. That's 989-402-5414. 5414. And I will be in the chat room in a couple minutes here.
And feel free to call in and give suggestions on what you would like to see at Heather's.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Since we're talking about food.
Yes, since we're talking about food. Yes. So, I was talking to a friend of mine that actually has a show on our network, Diva Danielle. Have you met her yet?
I don't believe it.
Oh, you'll really like her. She's nice. But we were talking about how once you find your passion, that work isn't really like work. I mean, it's
true.
work, but it's not like you dread it.
Right.
And
I really look forward to taking the breaks, though. Too.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. But
it's
you
true.
always look happy there and content and in your element. How did you know that that's what you wanted to do?
Well, it's all I've ever done since I was 16, and I'm 30 now. And I went, I graduated in 2003, and I did the college thing for one semester and wasn't interested, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So then just working in restaurants, and then I became an adult and decided that I just really like the hospitality business, and I already felt like I knew a lot about how people wanted to be treated. And
you are I think that is one of your strongest suits besides baking. That is one of your strongest suits because one time when I was there, you baked a cake for a lady. And she came in. I didn't see her, didn't know, but she came in the next day to tell you how much everybody liked it and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And
Mary Beth.
And you were talking to her like you knew her your whole life.
Well,
and she...
We've been open almost 5 years now, so a lot of people that started coming in the beginning or even 2 years ago have just become...
You're really good friends.
Yeah.
So that says a lot about your business, I think.
I think it says a lot about your business too, Deb.
Well, thank you. And it's true. When people treat you nice, you want to deal with them. And you want to be friends with them and continue your relationship and promote each other.
Although I have been told, and there is a fine line, especially when you do own a business,
that you can be too nice.
Yeah, and my husband tells me that all the time.
Mine tells me that too.
Especially, we're really blessed to have really great staff, and
yes.
I've worked with a lot of them or with most of them for a lot of years, not only at Heather's, but at other places. So we kind of all have an understanding of each other, but
In a mutual respect.
for the
And they
most
all
part,
just
yeah.
pretty much do their jobs. There's not a lot of nyeh, 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 nyeh going on. You know what I mean? In restaurants, that's so common, though,
It
that
is.
everybody's battling each other. And
Well, I have a gal that actually came over to who waitressed at the Texan for years, and she told our sweet little Anna, she said, "This is not like waitressing anywhere else. Like when you start out as a waitress, and I'm sure you can probably attest to that, all the girls are
catty and
and staking their claim, like this is my space.
on Friday, I always have
Yeah.
this station.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's really tough. People don't realize it, but you got to work hard to get the good shifts, and
Yes.
you establish your regulars, and people come back because they enjoy not only the service that you provide, but
You.
just seeing how you are, which is really nice.
Yeah, it does make a big difference. And once those people do get to know you as a waitress, then they tip you better too. And I've always believed in. Many of my friends say the same thing, that everybody should be a waitress at some time in their life.
Yes. Matter of fact, that reminds me of something really funny. Have you ever seen the show Impractical Jokers? If you need a laugh, tune in.
Is it a
It's
series?
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess you could call it that, but I think it's on True TV. And they have 4 adult men who have been friends for their whole lives, and they prank each other.
Oh,
Well, they
that already sounds
they
funny.
got into a restaurant one day, and they always have headsets on. So there's 3 guys in the back telling the one guy out in the public what he has to say, or he'll lose the game, or what
that's
he has to
funny.
do.
That is funny. Like Letterman used to do that.
Oh, it's great.
So tell me about
So he's in the restaurant, and
That's already funny.
he's being a waiter, and the guys in the back tell him, take that water pitcher and go around and fill up everyone's glass with water. I don't care what they're drinking. So he approaches this table, and there's just like the meanest looking guy, like you probably wouldn't want to even say, just unapproachable looking man.
Dear.
And he pours water in the glass, and he said, well, I have iced tea. And the guy says, I'm just trying to hydrate you. Why do you got to treat me like a second-rate citizen? I'm just concerned about your hydration here. And started to cry.
Oh, that's funny. I bet that is very funny.
Yeah.
Yes, that cracks me up. You
But
should
when
try
you
that
do
at
go
your
out,
restaurants.
you're paying for an experience.
You are.
And you don't want to pay for bad service.
No, or a grouchy waitress.
No.
No. One time, I remember, this is a long time ago, I was waiting on tables, and I was way pregnant. I mean, way pregnant. And with my oldest son, whose birthday it is today, by the way. Happy birthday, Errol. And I tripped. A little boy had his chair kind of cockeyed in the aisle, and I had, in my station, had booths on one side and then 6 tops on the other. And
You caught the chair.
I went flying. Oh my God, did I get good tips that round? I couldn't believe it. I almost wanted to do
Everyone
it
felt
again,
bad
but I
for you.
was scared. Oh my God, are you all right? And I had a tray full of wine glasses that I was taking back
Were you
to
pregnant?
the bar.
You had a big belly at the
Oh,
time?
huge.
Oh,
huge.
man.
It was like maybe the week before he was due, and
Oh,
he was
God.
9'8.5". I was gigantic. Yes. And the dad was yelling at the little boy, and I said, I should have been paying more attention. Unfortunately, I couldn't see down that far because my stomach
Oh,
was
my goodness.
away. But, I bet you that round I made it was well over $100. It was it was approaching 200. My whole station was full. It was like at our busiest time.
You got pity tips?
I did, and I took them and ran, so to speak. Waddled. I took them and waddled. So you cook, and one of the things that you do that is different than most places around here is that you have a very large vegan menu.
We do.
What got you involved in that? What made you decide to go that way?
Todd.
That's the chef.
Yeah. But we have just known each other for probably almost 12 years now.
Wow.
And
he's a really good guy.
Yeah, and worked together. And I just knew that, well, he's been vegan for the most part of that time. Vegetarian, I think, for 2, and vegan for about 10 now. But
wow.
I just had tasted so many of his vegan dishes that I knew that there was nothing like it around.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be fools not to showcase that.
Right.
I didn't intend for it to be as big as it has gotten.
It is
by any
too,
means.
isn't it? Even on Yelp, all the comments are about what a large vegan selection you have.
Yeah, we have a pretty good
reputation.
Yeah. On Yelp.
Yeah,
that's great. Social media.
And I think right. I think a lot of young people like your age, when they come through this area, they look on Yelp for that.
Or they just Google vegan.
Right.
Bay
And
City,
you're the only one that comes up.
Away.
Right. I think you're the only one that pops up.
But that could be changing. You never know. Things are changing around.
That's true.
Town.
Things are changing around here, aren't they?
Growing.
Well, I hadn't been in Midland for not that long. I had been to Dow Diamond, but I hadn't gone like all the way into Midland where they did all that construction on Main Street. Oh my gosh.
I haven't been there.
It is so different. Wait till you see. I was like amazed.
I used to go to the Tridge a lot as a kid.
Oh, well, you've been there since then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
but maybe not in maybe 5 or 6 years.
Oh, my gosh. It is so different. Their farmer's market is gigantic,
That's
too.
what I hear.
I wish we had a better one. I mean, I shouldn't say that. We have a good one, but it's not on the weekends. No. It's hard to go on Thursdays.
Yeah. And they leave quite early, too. So if you work, they're
right.
usually gone by 3.
Right. So far, I've missed it. I haven't been there. Last year, I never caught it. The year before that, I wasn't working, and I went all the time. But yeah.
I'm hoping to get back on board with the local food truck this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Wild Root Food Collective.
Oh, what? Yes.
Yeah.
And they just bring you boxes of whatever in season. Yeah, that's good.
And they have, I think, last year they had, I believe, 10 different farms from all over Michigan that they visited. Some were organic, some weren't. But just as the things become available, they put them on the website.
So farm to table kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's great because you can order it right online, and they bring it right to you the next day.
Wow.
So they don't even harvest it until the order
you can't
gets
get
placed.
much fresher than that, can you? That's
and sometimes
really good.
Ryan will call and say, I'm just out in the field at the Dancing Rabbit Farms, and this kale here looks really good.
Oh, how nice.
It's kind of nice.
That's cool. And I usually bring you some of my herbs that I grow, which is fun.
They take off. This is the first year I grew Italian parsley.
Oh, my God. You saw last year I brought you bags and bags of yes.
We're going to be making lots of falafel.
Want to hear something sad, though? You might try this, though. I love cilantro and fresh salsa. I think that's so delicious. And it's really good in everything.
We put it in our guacamole,
yeah.
too.
Oh, it just gives everything such a nice, fresh taste. And we dry it, and I use it all year in chilies or tacos or whatever. Soups even I'll put it in, But so I had this giant patch of it, right, on the side of my house. And the lawn guys came
and mowed it down.
Sprayed it.
Oh no!
Yep.